Okay, welcome back, everybody. The Challenged Athletes Foundation is continuing its important work in San Diego and all around the country. Parker Olenick is a member of the CAF, and he is going to be representing the United States at the Parasurf World Championships coming up in November. Joining us now with an update on the foundation and more are Parker, as well as Bob Babbitt with the CAF. Good morning, guys. Good to see you again.
So good to see
as
you,
always.
bud.
So what's going on? What is the latest? You guys, you said from CAF
We
just got back from New York.
We did. 18th of September, we had our Heroes Heart and Hope Gala in New York City, raised over $2.4 million. Bob Costas came, interviewed one of our quadruple amputee athletes on stage, and it was really, really special evening. But the cool thing right now is got World Championships for surfing coming up in Huntington, and got an 18-member team ready to go that needs a little funding.
Yep.
Now, it was back in June that you qualified, right?
Yep.
Okay, tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nationals at Oceanside. That's how the para team qualifies for Worlds. And it was very cold and very big and a very tough day. So I was actually very fortunate to make the team that day. And now we're smack dab in the middle of the real work before Worlds.
And what is that real work for you?
It's just a lot of early mornings, lots of putting on wetsuits and going surfing. So at the end of the day,
fun.
it's not too bad, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and that's coming up in November.
Mm-hmm, November 3rd through the 9th.
And that'll be in Huntington Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Be right at the end of our San Diego Triathlon Challenge. That weekend kicks off on November 1, 2, and 3. So our event finishes up on the 3rd. The triathlon itself is on the 3rd, and that's the first day of surfing.
Yeah.
And how many, I mean, we always talk about the fundraising,
Yes.
and it's so important. How many athletes have benefited from the funds that are raised?
48,000 grants that we've sent out around the
Wow.
world over the last 30 years. We've now raised over $180 million. And for the Paralympics that just happened, there was 225 members of Team USA. 127 of those have received grants from CAF.
Wow.
So it was really cool being in Paris and seeing all of our athletes having so much success. Actually, we're going to have a number of them in studio here, some of our medal winners over the next few weeks.
Nice. And for our viewers, I just want to know, we've got a QR code if you want to support this awesome cause and help all these athletes. We'll put that up there for you. There it is right there. Now, Parker, one thing I didn't know about you until I saw your business card is you have a website, and you also, I mean, you're awesome because, I mean, you play hockey too, right?
Yeah.
And you're always mentoring the young ones coming up.
Right. So I started, my first grant for CAF was for hockey, and then I started surfing really with them, doing all the junior programs at the Best Day and Try weekend actually, and the Pro-Am and all those events. And now the great part is I get to coach those events and kind of be a part of pushing that next generation up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a huge part of really what it's all about is an athlete like Parker understands his responsibility is that next generation.
Right.
Those kids are sitting at home not knowing they can surf, not knowing they can play sled hockey, and then they see this kid ripping it out there and realize, well, wait a second, I can do it too. And then Parker is so generous with his time and support to let those kids know that there's nothing they can't do.
Yeah, and the only thing better than surfing is giving that gift to somebody else. So it's pretty great.
Yeah. And what I was alluding to is what I learned about you is you also do public speaking. And inspirational speaking. Yeah. Tell us about that.
Well, I've been very blessed and fortunate to speak at a lot of high schools, some college classes. I got to go to Sony a couple years ago and speak with their team and just kind of spread a message of love and positivity, and also just talk about my story and just kind of relate to everybody.
Yeah, totally. And I want to. Do we have the website? I want to make sure we get Parker's website, parkerolenick.com, right? Go to that website if you're looking for an inspirational speaker. Drop a line for sure, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I didn't know you did that until I looked at your card, and then I went to your website and I saw it. I'm like, okay, we gotta make sure people know about this.
It's something to do when the waves are flat. So.
Well, and think about an organization, any type of business, learning how to overcome. If you're a sales rep, whatever you are, it's overcoming obstacles. Who represents that better than Parker?
Yeah. All right. We appreciate you guys getting up early and coming in.
Yeah.
Let's put the QR code up one more time. We got the QR code. There it is right there. If you'd like to help out and donate, find out more about Challenged Athletes Foundation. And if you need a great speaker, parkerolenick.com. It's just that simple. We got all the bases covered this morning.
Thanks so much, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always great seeing you guys. Love having you on the show. You're fan favorites. All right. We'll see you soon. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.